Hello, Arrowverse. How you guys doing? Can you do me a favor? Hit that like and subscribe button while you're at it. Hit that notification button so you could get all of my new videos coming up real soon. So this is going to be a recap and a breakdown video. Season 7, episode 9. Wow. What a wild rush that was. I actually enjoyed that one. It was actually pretty cool. We got to see Wells back again in action. The original Wells. So let's recap this. At the beginning, we see a scene Barry and the Speed Force are arguing about Barry does not want to kill anyone. She calms it down and says, if you're not going to help me, then I'll do this myself. That means the forces are in trouble. In this scene, Camille explains to Cisco that she has a job offer in San Francisco. The next scene, Barry tells Team Flash that he has a way how to stop the forces from being reborn, but Iris is not with that plan, so she has her own group and she wants to set off and find out where Nora is so she could talk to Nora, calm her down. Other than that, we see in this scene where Barry has an idea with his tachyon device, but he plans on going back to the past and he needs Wells' help. The reason why is because if he goes back in the past, he does not want to cause another singularity or a flashpoint. So he needs Wells' help, the original Wells, basically. Other than that, in this scene, they are 80% done with the tachyon device, getting ready. Wells is back at Star Labs. It is so awesome seeing him there. And they end up fixing it, but they end up getting stopped by someone. And that someone is the Steel Force, basically Dion. And he ends up finding out what their plan is, and he hates it, and he destroys their tachyon device. But luckily, they have Chester on Team Flash, and he could basically fix anything that's broken, rusty, which is awesome. So he does fix it up. Meanwhile, the rest of the crew, they visit Barry's old house and try to find Nora. After that, Barry and Joe actually have a conversation. Joe says, you create the forces, now it's time for you to help them. But then apparently Iris ends up finding Psyche there and not Nora. Psyche messes with their mind, gets some nightmares, but Iris breaks free of the nightmare. She tries to talk to him, but he won't listen. Now that the tachyon device is actually complete and they built it, it's time for Wells to send him back to the past where Barry got his powers back. So, once they're back in time, I'd say this was probably like a few months ago or a few weeks. Basically, they went on top of the Starlabs building. Barry went inside the Speed Force's power, sucked all that tachyon energy particles right into the tachyon device. And in the present moment, all of the forces are basically getting stripped over of their powers, and they're actually going to die from that. I guess this force powers are actually keeping them alive. They're human cells, human bodies. But Barry has a different idea. He takes the tachyon device apart and he destroys it. He allows the rest of the forces to live. And he has an idea of why he wants the forces to live. He takes Joe's advice. So when they come back, they all agree that Barry made the right decision. And basically, when he sees Iris, they both tell them each other about how their day was and what exactly happened. And they found out that they could actually bring back the forces to life. Actually, she was actually reborn again, kind of, I guess you could say, in that fact of the matter is. Other than that, CS Wells took his lead, he said goodbye. And then after that, we found the big shocker what happened. Cisco says that he'll go to San Francisco with Camellia. That's why he's leaving Team Flash. Then at the end of the scene, we see Nora. And apparently she's going to pull a reverse flash, vibrating in her hand and ripping it through the Steel Force's heart, basically. Now, you guys ready? It's time for the breakdown. Season 7, Episode 10. So, I'm going to break this down in small bits as much as I can for you guys. And I believe it's going to be a pretty cool episode. I can't wait to see it. And there's a little glimpse Easter eggs I'm going to break down and show you guys. So, at the beginning, we see basically the strength force trying to come outside this young girl, but then she talks to Iris and Barry says that, so you guys gave birth to strength force, does that mean you're my parents? And Cisco has a little laugh and says, well, basically, yeah. And after that, we see in this scene basically where I have no idea how they found out about Nora and the Steel Force came in contact with each other, but let's just say that this girl is scared out of her mind, basically. She does not know what to do, but Barry says, I'll protect you, and also I'll train you how to use these powers of yours. So they go to the training facility, and that's when they start to train her, but it's really difficult training her. Barry's having a hard time getting through her, and he's trying his best. But then we see this scene, Flash facing off for someone else. Now I had to zoom in to figure out what this is, and it's a mask. So this is actually Foresight. So in episode 10, Barry will be fighting Foresight. My guess is he'll try to talk to Foresight and try to calm him down, help him out, but this girl, she's having a problem with her powers. Her powers are going out of control, crazy. Caitlin is pleading with Barry, saying that she's not ready to control her powers. So I think at this point right now, they actually push her to her limits, and Barry probably doesn't even know it at this time. And she goes berserk and goes all crazy like the Incredible Hulk, basically. And I suppose after all of that, it's going to be pretty difficult seeing what kind of fight this will be, if Barry's actually going to talk or have a fight with Foresight. Other than that, yes, he still needs to train this girl with her force powers, but who knows what's going to happen in Season 7, Episode 10. I'm pretty sure it's going to be awesome. Other than that, well, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'll see you all in the next one.